Welcome everyone and welcome to today's video. Now for the past week or so I've been rather quiet on this YouTube page, and that is because I have been a busy boy. I have been getting my hands dirty by putting together a brand new rig. Yes, you heard that right guys, a brand new rig, a cockpit provided by the one and only Next Level Racing. The guys at Next Level Racing got in contact with me and said we would love for you to be a part of our ambassador program. So I have not only got a brand new cockpit chair, but I am part of the Next Level Racing ambassador program for this year. We'll get a first look at new products, part of their community events as well, and I'm really looking forward to that partnership moving forward. They've been really supportive so far, and yes, none of this would have been possible without them. And the cockpit that you're about to see is unbelievable. I never thought I would get to the point of being able to own one of these because aluminium rigs are quite expensive, and yes, it wasn't something with other expenses to pay out for that I could see myself really owning in the near future. And thankfully, yeah, they got in touch with me and said, we've got you sorted, Scott. So what would you like? And well, I asked for the F-GT Elite, one of their top cockpits that they provide, and they sent it over, and that is what I've been busy with putting together this past week. Now, a number of you will be wondering what my previous setup was. I've always got one question more than any other on all of the platforms that I'm on: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, etc. And that is, why does my rig flex so much? Why is it moving about? You need to do something about it. And the reason why is because I had a classic wheel stand from GT Omega with a rear seat frame with one of their chairs on it. I like to keep things in the family and it served its purpose. It served me since I started sim racing. It was one of the first purchases that I made, was that classic wheel stand. And after once I'd upgraded my equipment to a Fanatec V2.5 wheelbase and Fanatec V3 pedals, the wheel stand was just no longer fit for purpose. It wasn't strong enough. It's not designed for that level of equipment, even though it does support it. But yes, that's why it wobbled so much. Was never getting the best out of the equipment that I've got. But now that is over with. And now we're on to a new era, the cockpit era. And well, here's a quick time-lapse video of me putting this together. And here we are, guys, the completed F-GT Elite. What a piece of kit this is. A serious upgrade from what I previously was using, the GT Omega classic wheel stand and rear seat frame, that was just not fit for purpose for the level of equipment that I've got in the Fanatec V3 pedals and V2.5 wheelbase. And yes, it feels so comfortable now. It's taken me a while to get all of this into place right now. The rig itself took me 2 evenings to put together. Really wish I had an extra pair of hands to help me. The missus wasn't too pleased really about the rig itself as soon as she saw it unboxed. Called it a transformer is her description of this rig. I personally think it looks quite nice and she should be lucky that it's in a nice anodized black finish, but goes nicely with the colour scheme of my setup, because everything else is black, my desk, my monitors, etc. So I think it looks really smart, and yeah, I mean, it feels very stable. Of course, I'm moving this a lot of force left to right at the moment, and that's not true to how this rig will perform. We'll hook it up in a second and take it for a test drive, but you can see that I am not quite in the Formula seated position here. I can actually raise the pedals a lot higher through those notches. I did try that, but it just felt a little bit too uncomfortable for myself. I'm a bit of a tall chap. I'm 6'2", 6'3", somewhere in between. And for me, just racing like that the whole time would feel uncomfortable. I want things to be convenient, and putting it in the hybrid mode in between the GT position, which would be lower, closer to the ground, just feels comfortable for me. Of course, the majority of my sim racing stuff is spent on F1 or open wheel cars, so this position feels nice, feels right. And as I'm looking at myself back on camera now, recording this for you, it looks good as well. I just need to get used to my feet position, being a little bit more kind of upright. I've had to change the stiffness of the pedals as well, because I'm with this angle, I feel like I'm now putting a lot more force into the brakes. I've had to reduce the travel of that brake and stiffen it up with the brake performance kit. But yeah, I'm really hoping now that I'll be able to extract the full potential of my equipment, especially this V2.5 base, because I know through that wobbly wheel stand that we was not getting the full benefit of this wheelbase. But yeah, the ergonomics took me a while, as I've just said, while the rig took 2 evenings to complete. The ergonomics and the tinkering and making it feel comfortable for myself has taken 3 evenings to do. That is really where the time is spent, customizing it, making sure that everything feels comfortable for your body size and shape. Some of you may be looking at this and going, oh, that doesn't necessarily feel comfortable for what you would do. But for me, everything feels at a nice position, and that I could sit here and race for hours. So yeah, let's put this into position and see how this performs. And there we go, guys. That is the rig and cockpit in action. Of course, there's a little bit of flex in the chair because it's a reclining seat, and there's a little bit here with the wheelbase, as it is only connected via 3 screws on the underside of this plate. But do you know what? I am not complaining whatsoever. As I said, a little bit of flex is always to be expected in any cockpit. I don't think you're ever going to get 0% flex, but this is just completely worlds apart to what I previously had. And I'm so thankful to the guys at Next Level Racing, in particular Tim at NLR, because he got in contact with me, and if he didn't, none of this would have been possible, and I wouldn't be sitting here right now with a massive grin on my face and really looking forward to putting this in action and seeing what is going to happen with my sim racing and just the improvements that I know I'm naturally going to make from having a cockpit like this. So yeah, really excited for the year ahead. I'm looking forward to the Next Level Racing community events as well. So be sure to turn those notifications on, guys. And yes, this is another step for this channel, another little element of progression. And yeah, it wouldn't be possible without all you guys either, because without you guys, Next Level would never have got in contact with myself. So yeah, a big thank you to you all, and I'm really looking forward to bringing more sim racing content to you this year. So big thank you once again. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye.